Hello my friends, I'm Bee and this is Bee's Intuition, and today we're going to do a reading all about who's thinking of you and why. Okay, so let's just dive right in. Please and thank you, Spirit. Who's thinking of the collective and why are they thinking of the collective? Please and thank you. Who's thinking of the collective and why are they thinking of the collective? Please and thank you. I decided to brave the weather today. I tried to come out a little bit earlier to avoid like massive heat, and then I'm in a different location that's like a little bit like lower altitude, closer to the river, so it's a little bit cooler and it's in the shade as well, so those things together can help control the heat a little bit, but I really wanted to do an outside reading for some reason. Okay, King of Cups, somebody that probably has some feelings for you right there. Who else is thinking of the collective? Please and thank you. And why are they thinking of the collective? Please and thank you. Please and thank you, Spirit. Who is thinking of the collective and why? Please and thank you. Who's thinking of the collective? Okay. Oh. So we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, we got some pentacle action going on. Bottom of the deck is the Empress, which is really interesting because after I shuffled the other deck, the Empress just so happened to be at the bottom of the other deck too. Somebody's in their power. I'm talking to you, collective. You're rocking whatever you got going on right now. You're seen as being so powerful and beautiful and abundant and wise and just, oh my gosh, the total package. Okay, you're in the zone for sure. Okay, yeah, so that's what's at the bottom of the deck. We had the King of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm getting that somebody has a lot of feelings for you, very deep feelings. I'm not sure if they're open about this because it feels like you're very much in an independent energy right now. Very much in your power. And it feels like, yeah, very much independent. But there is this desire to build together, build a stable foundation together. Okay, so let's just start clarifying. Please and thank you, Spirit. Can you clarify that King of Cups for me? Please and thank you. What do you have for... Okay. So, this is interesting. Starting out with I can't talk today. I know what I need to say, but my mouth is just not doing it. Five of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Seven of Wands. This is clarifying that King of Cups. So, there's a feeling of lack, or within this connection, they feel like they're out in the cold, maybe that you don't care about them. They're lacking something in this connection to help them feel stable within it. It could be possible that you haven't even had an established connection with this person yet. They just have a lot of feelings, but they feel very much like an outsider, not connected with you quite yet, or at least not how they want to be. And then there's like this Four of Cups, which either they're rejecting a love offer or maybe they feel rejected by you. And then the Seven of Wands tells me that somebody wants to fight for something here. I'm gonna actually start clarifying those because I want to know like the details a little bit more. Bottom of the deck is the Fool card, so it feels very much that what they're fighting for here is a new start with you, the collective. So that's probably why they're thinking about you, is they're thinking about like, how can we start a new beginning? How can we have this brand new beginning between the two of us? They could be even trying to think of ways to be optimistic about this situation as well. Yeah, because like with that Seven of Wands, I almost get like almost like a yeah, sort of like an optimistic feeling. You know, it's kind of like you're going to be successful when you believe in it and you believe in yourself. Okay, let's clarify that Five of Pentacles. Please and thank you, Spirit. Can you clarify that Five of Pentacles, please and thank you, with just like maybe one card to clarify that? Just not a lot, please and thank you. I just don't want a whole stack coming out. But yeah, if you could just clarify that Five of Pentacles for me, please and thank you, Spirit. I would appreciate that. Please and thank you. Can you put, okay, a couple is fine. Judgment card and the Nine of Swords. So yeah, they're like anxious and like really overthinking, very anxious, not feeling good about the okay, so there's something truly about judgment here, like literally. I might clarify the judgment card because I'm getting a message about like either you're judging this person or this person is judging themselves. Oh my gosh, that's just so funny. I just so happen to look forward and this leaf that's in front of me has like a heart shape. You know when bugs like chew in the leaves and it creates a hole? It's a heart-shaped hole in it. From this angle at least. I don't know how it looks from other angles, but it looks very heart-shaped from here. That's really funny. Could definitely have to do with love, all of this. Let me see what's at the bottom of the deck. Strength card. Somebody has to gather up the strength to do something here. Or maybe they're just, maybe that's what they're overthinking about, is like maybe they think that you're going to judge them. I don't know why. And I feel like, yeah, because this is clarifying that Five of Pentacles, so it feels very much like this is why they feel that sense of lack or being out in the cold, or the fact that, you know, like an outsider, they feel like they're not in this connection in the way that they want to be. I'm not getting past energies yet. So I wouldn't say that this is somebody from the past. I wouldn't say this is an ex necessarily. I'm not picking up that quite yet. We'll see as it goes on, of course. For some reason, they're really anxious, they're really overthinking, and they're afraid of some sort of judgment not being in their favor. Maybe it's like even if they were to come forward, they feel like they wouldn't stand a chance, or that the final judgment that you make about them would be no. Or, you know, something along those lines of a rejection. And that feels like it's very much like weighing heavily on their mind. I'm going to clarify that judgment card. Please and thank you, Spirit. Can you clarify that judgment card? Thank you. Okay, yeah, they're not seeing things clearly. There's illusions taking place here. With that judgment card. That's interesting. I'm almost getting like maybe they think that you're more judgmental than you are. Okay. That's odd. Like because this person clearly has deep feelings for you, but they're afraid that you're going to be overly judgmental about something. Like that's like their fear and the illusions that they're creating in their mind about this connection. Also, you may just have a lot of options, and so they could be feeling like they're not the best option out of all the options that you have. But like there's definitely a part of like not seeing clearly with this card. And so I think this person is mentally just psyching themselves out because they're not seeing things clearly. And I think that it's just bizarre, because if they have all these feelings for you, then why do they think that you're judgmental? Because wouldn't you gain feelings for somebody that's not judgmental? Unless that's like just your energy that you put out there, or I don't really know though. It feels very much like this feels personal to them. I feel like this is probably not based off of who you truly are. I think this is based off of their past experiences and their fear. I don't think that you're as judgmental as this person thinks you are, but I don't think it's necessarily an indication of what you're doing wrong. I feel like it's probably past experiences. They probably had past partners or past romantic interests. Be very judgmental. Maybe judgmental about their past, maybe judgmental of like who they are today. Maybe they're struggling in certain aspects of their life and they don't want somebody to judge them based on those things. Yeah. Regardless, they're not seeing this situation clearly, and they're just overthinking it to such an extent that it's causing them a lot of anxiety, keeping them up at night, trouble sleeping because they're worried about you rejecting them, not judging in their favor here. But again, that's most likely not based in reality, because we have those swords, which is mostly mental confusion and overthinking. And then that Seven of Cups, which is all about illusions. So it feels very much like, and I hate when I see this in these sort of romantic readings or like with romantic energy involved, because I feel like, and this is like across the board, just humans in general. This is a pretty common thing I've noticed, is that a lot of the times when it comes to our romantic interests, the biggest obstacle is ourselves. Because we can point out every single little flaw in ourselves before anybody else gets the chance to. And a lot of us do that, whether we realize it or not. And honestly, that's one of the biggest things that is like important to heal before you get into a relationship, is the fact that you are worthy. You are inherently worthy of anything, of love, of appreciation, of respect. You have to make sure that you know that, so that you don't move into a connection with somebody who genuinely loves you or likes you or is interested in you, but you're already sabotaging it because you're thinking, oh, this person doesn't truly like me. There's no way. Or, I'm unlovable. How could this person ever like me? So it's like, we have to fix those inner narratives that we have going on all the time in order to have that healthy relationship. Because a lot of times, if we don't, we're going to just sabotage that relationship, no matter how healthy, how beautiful, no matter how strong that connection is. If you, at the end of the day, don't believe you're worthy of love, then love will slip through your fingers because you're not nourishing it. You're not in the present moment with that person. There's just a lot of ways that we can sabotage that by just thinking that we're not worthy, or thinking that things are too good to be true. It's not going to work out in their favor. They have this and this as baggage, so who would want them? And it's like, a lot of the times we tell ourselves these things. This is our inner narrative going on, but it's not really based in reality, And sometimes it's hard to shake that, especially if that's like something that you've been thinking your whole life, which a lot of us have. So, bottom of the deck is the Hermit card. I actually really like that for like connected to that section of this reading, because that's telling me that they're realizing something's going on within them, and that they have to sort something out within them. Like, oh my gosh, this is literally them turning that attention that they may have been kind of putting out there. They're turning it back to themselves. They're letting themselves reflect on these parts of themselves that maybe they're insecure about, the baggage that they carry. Those feelings of feeling inadequate or undeserving or unworthy of love or respect or appreciation. And so it's like they're turning their attention inward and they're having that introspection. They may even have like a time of isolating socially, backing away from social interactions, kind of like going within, spending less time, interacting with others and spending more time within, and like really focusing on healing those parts of themselves, acknowledging first that those even exist, and then trying to work through those feelings and heal that. And through that process, they're gaining a wisdom and a knowledge about themselves that maybe they never really truly had before. They're also finding their guiding light, their guiding star within that process. And that's really all about like finding the path forward, finding what your destiny, your purpose, your fate is in life. And so it's like, if these blockages, these negative narratives that are going on inside this person's mind are causing blockages when it comes to something that will truly make them happy, such as a connection with you, it seems like it's very important for them to work on that before taking any action. And it's also possible that you may not be in communication with this person while they're going through this hermit phase. Okay, I'm going to clarify that Four of Cups now. Please and thank you, Spirit. Thank you. The Hierophant. Okay. Oh, that's an interesting message I'm getting, actually. That's not at all what I thought this was going to be. Sorry, there's an ant. This is... Okay. This is such a strange message. I don't get this with the Four of Cups, like, at all, usually. You know, I usually see it as, like, somebody offering their cup of love to somebody and that person being like, nah, I don't want it. It's not what I want. But I'm getting almost like a slightly different story where it's like the person that's rejecting this cup of love is coming at it from the perspective of, my feelings are so much deeper and more intense and serious than yours. But it's, again, it's not feeling like it's based in reality. It's based off of maybe what they want out of a relationship. Maybe they kind of see other people as kind of being more like modern dating, for example. It tends to be more of like a hookup culture and, you know, not really taking things seriously when it comes to dating. And so maybe they kind of assume that about you to an extent, that you're only going to be in it for, you know, a quickie or... That's funny because I was just doing a quickie yesterday. Well, with my tarot, that is. A tarot quickie, not a quickie. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. But anyways, yeah, they probably think that you're like a one-night stand kind of person. And that could very well be not based in reality. Because they see you as like their future spouse. Like they see you as somebody that they could go the distance with. And so it's like the fear, I think, creeps in of like, what if I want this and they don't, you know? Because they want that traditional sense of commitment with you. Long-term commitment, like dedicated. They want to be dedicated to somebody. And they want that person to be dedicated to them. And I feel like they're creating this blockage for themselves where they're feeling like, there's no way this person can match my feelings. There's no way that this person can, sorry, Aunt. There's no way that this person can possibly feel the depth of feelings that I feel for this person. And so it's like, yeah, I feel like that's almost to an extent like they're sabotaging themselves there. Because they do have really intense feelings and they see a good future between the two of you, but it's almost like that feeling of like convincing themselves that it's too good to be true, or even like reading between the lines almost, but not really. It's almost like by reading between the lines, they're kind of creating their whole, like their own narrative that's truly not based in reality. And I feel like that could truly be just based on past trauma more than anything, because that definitely feels like a trauma response to me, where it's like, before this person gets the chance to hurt me, I'm gonna hurt my own feelings and convince myself that this person doesn't really like me as much as I do, like them. And obviously that's gonna just end in misery for everyone involved. But with that Hierophant, especially because we had the Hermit at the bottom of the deck before, those are two like wise energies. And so I'm almost wondering if there is that wisdom either creeping in from the divine or themselves, like from within, that is kind of shedding light on these insecurities and these ways in which they self-sabotage in connections with others, and how they create these narratives that aren't truly based in reality. So maybe there's like wisdom coming in, and there's like the realization that these are, because like the only way that we can heal those parts of ourselves is if we acknowledge that they exist in the first place, right? And so it's like, it feels very much like they're finally acknowledging these parts of themselves that have been blockages for them, perhaps their entire life. You know, these are very much like patterns of thought, like the way that the brain is wired, like, you know, it's just all interconnected like that. And I think it's actually truly interesting that at the bottom of the deck now is the Knight of Pentacles, because it's the slowest moving knight in the deck, but it feels almost kind of like that Hermit energy, where it's like you may not be seeing a lot of action on the surface, but it feels like underneath the surface is where the action is taking place. Like, you know, introspection, really considering if this is what they want. The Knight of Pentacles is a beautiful knight in the way that he takes the most time out of anyone to really truly consider the path that they want to go down, like what they want to do, how they want to do it. You know, they have the time to think about all that kind of stuff. And so when they finally do take action, they know exactly what they want, they know exactly how they're going to do it, and they go for it, you know, because they have that sense of confidence now that they've taken the time out to truly think about it. And so I feel honestly like that's kind of this person. And so you may not see this on the surface. This could be taking place behind the, you know, behind closed doors is what I'm getting. Behind the scenes, definitely. It's like, I feel like they are working on themselves, and they're working out how to overcome these obstacles and these self-sabotaging behaviors so that they can make it work with you, because it seems like they truly do want this. It's just a matter of getting over the obstacle that is themselves. And it's like, yeah, and then like they come out of that time and they're willing to fight. So I'm gonna clarify this now. Yeah, it's interesting to see this process going on. And then it's like after they come out of that period of time of self-isolating, really truly thinking long and hard about everything, they come out it with guns blazing, you know. It's definitely the energy. It's like, okay, now I'm going full speed ahead and I'm not going to give up until I accomplish what I came here to do, kind of thing. Can you clarify that Seven of Wands, please and thank you? Can you clarify that Seven of Wands for me, please and thank you, Spirit? Thank you. The Hermit card came out. Yep, they gained that wisdom. They went within. They gained that wisdom. They found their inner light, that guiding star. So yeah, that guiding star is leading them to you, and they're truly not wanting to give up. They want to fight for this because they know it's worth it. It's part of their path in life, it seems. Yeah. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Pentacles. So honestly, they may have been working on this for quite some time. They could also just be like building up stability or financial abundance during this time as well, but it feels like this is a little bit more personal. It feels very much like within. They've been doing all of this work. They've been working through their issues. They've been working through the ways in which they self-sabotage and finding out what truly matters to them, where they truly want to go, what they want to accomplish here, and they've been putting in that work. So it feels very much like a lot of work has been taking place under the surface. So you may not even know that this is taking place in the first place, but then it's like when they come towards you, you may feel a sense of difference, you know? Maybe they act more confident. Maybe the way they communicate is different, you know? It could be a lot of like little signs that show you that this person has done some work, you know, behind the scenes. Yeah, I kind of want to know, what else can you tell me about that Seven of Wands? Please and thank you, Spirit. Queen of Pentacles, yeah. So they see you as their queen. Yeah, they see you as this beautiful, abundant energy. Kind, giving, patient, secure within yourself, within your life. And so that's why they're fighting for this. I'm also getting like, this is kind of an interesting message. It's almost like you are, I mean, I guess it's common sense when I say it out loud, but it's hitting me differently in my mind. But it's like, you are valuable to them. Like, you are a jewel. You are like a priceless gem, or, you know, priceless something that is just beautiful and high value. And although I don't like how high value has been used in romance over the last few years, because it's been very much toxified, I guess, and weaponized against women. But ooh, Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay, these two together are probably your energy. Oh my gosh, Queen of Cups, this person's represented by the King of Cups, so that's a divine match. Oh my gosh, you have feelings for this person too. If only this person would get out of their own way. Okay, like, anyways, but high value women has been like weaponized against women in like the, I don't know, dating coach or alpha male sort of sector of the internet over the last few years. So I don't like using that term too much because of how it's been associated with those types of people. But this is how they see you, like, genuinely, and like removed from all of that toxic masculinity. They see you as like truly a gem, like something that is, oh, there's a chipmunk, oh my god. Okay, focus. Yes, they see you as like this precious gem, this precious jewel that is just truly irreplaceable, priceless, like invaluable. Like, it's literally like so valuable to them. Like, they truly like cannot, that's how they see you. They see you as like somebody that is so valuable. Maybe like in so many different ways as well. Like, not even just like not in terms of like social currency, which, you know, sometimes can do with like having a trophy wife kind of idea, where it's like, oh, I just like this person because they're hot, you know. But it feels very much like multi-dimensional. Like, it feels like they're valuable because they can teach me how to be more patient. They're valuable because they make me laugh when I am sad. Like, there's so many different little details about you that are so valuable to this person. And that's honestly why they want to come towards you. And the fact that they see you as their divine match here. And so it's like, that's why they're doing all of this work in the first place under the surface, is because they know that they need to show up correctly or not show up at all because of your value. And I am also getting a sense of self-worth with you as well. So you probably have a sense of self-worth that you may have worked on yourself throughout the years. And so it's like, this person realizes that they have to show up correctly. They have to show up in a serious light. Otherwise, you won't take them seriously, you know? And so that's why they're doing all of this work under the surface, is so that they can be that person when they come towards you. I'm liking it. Also, this Queen of Pentacles energy is sort of giving me that Nine of Pentacles energy as well. They probably see you as somebody that's quite independent and like content with your independence. I wouldn't say necessarily that you're somebody that doesn't want a romantic connection, because I think that most of us truly do. Even if we are independent, even if we are vibing and thriving on our own, it's natural to want a partner, you know? And so, they may just think that you're a little bit, maybe that's part of why they're afraid of what you're going to say when they come forward, is like, they might just be worried that you're gonna just be like, nah, I'm good on my own, you know? I don't really need anyone, and so maybe that would also hurt their feelings in some way, but I feel like, again, that's their own insecurity and their worries and their fears, not really truly what's based in reality. Yeah. Okay, let's start clarifying that Nine of Pentacles. Please and thank you, Spirit. Can you clarify that Nine of Pentacles for me? Please and thank you. Please and thank you, Spirit. Ooh, there was a pretty like butterfly or moth. It was like brown and orangey, and it had a white spot and maybe a little bit of black around the edges. That's pretty. Oh yeah, let's clarify this 9 of Pentacles, please and thank you. The Chariot. That's action, that's forward action somewhere. I wonder if that's your action. Although it feels almost like an outside action. So I'm wondering if this is this King of Cups coming towards you while you're just like kind of thriving and doing your own thing, being abundant. Because like again, there's the guiding star on the crown here, which is connected to the star card, but also like that star within the Hermit's lantern here is like the same star that's in this crown. And so the story is with this Chariot is that this person is going towards their path. They may not know exactly how they're going to get there or where specifically that destination is, but it's all about the action. And so it's like, I think that now that this person knows what direction they want to go in, and you know what the path is that they envision for themselves in the future, or their future, it feels like they're taking action towards that goal now. Because like this Chariot card always gives me a sense of confidence, where like it's like, yes, I'm gonna go for it, I'm gonna act, I'm gonna do this thing, and nobody can tell me otherwise. That's kind of how I feel about that Chariot. What's at the bottom of the deck? Knight of Cups. So yeah, I think this person is coming towards you. You know what? I'm gonna just clarify that Chariot to see if like I can get any more specific details, but I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. Can you clarify that Chariot card for me? Thank you. 3 of Wands. The time is now to act. Yes. Yeah. So this person's moving towards you because they see that the time is now. Could be a conversation. Could be like opening up with a conversation between the two of you. Could be sharing some sort of truth, or information that you need. Yeah. Yeah, it feels like now is the moment. Now is their time. Ooh. This is an interesting message, and I think that you could apply this 2 different ways. So either you may be somebody that's not single very often, which I don't know if that's like many people in the collective, but it could be a few. And so now that you're single, which that 9 of Pentacles kind of gives me that energy of being kind of single, they could be like, now's my time before somebody else gets in here and starts dating this person because they're a catch, you know? And so that could be one storyline. But then the other thing is whether or not you've been single for a while. Yeah, like it doesn't really matter if you've been single for a while. Like this person sees that you're single or hopes that you're single, and they want to take the opportunity to act while you're still single and not like in a relationship. So they probably, either way, they know that you have options. Either way, they know that there will be somebody else that comes towards you if they don't. And so they're realizing that, I feel like. They're realizing like the time is now. If I don't want to miss this opportunity, I can't, you know, I can't miss this opportunity because this is something that I truly want and I feel driven towards. Okay, I'm getting another message. They think that your independence is very sexy. Okay. Or schmexy, I should say. YouTube. Yeah, they find you very schmexy. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ooh. You know, this kind of goes back to the Empress energy I was getting at the beginning of the reading. You have power behind you, and that is very appealing to this person. Like, there's a powerful independence that you have that is so attractive. Like, I'm feeling the feelings of, like, being like, whoo, that person is fine, you know? Like, that's how they feel about you when they see you. Like, that's literally what I'm getting. Yeah, yeah. This person is very attracted to you. Let's just say that. Anything else you have for that Nine of Pentacles, please and thank you, Spirit? Anything else you can tell me about that Nine of Pentacles, please and thank you? Page of Pentacles. So yeah, it might just start out slow, but they clearly want to build. They see that there's potential for growing something here. And so they want to plant those seeds to see where it goes, you know? Yeah, so it might even just start out like, yeah, like a conversation to sort of like open, to break the ice, and maybe like, it feels like they're kind of slowly moving into it. It doesn't feel like a rush. They may rush when it comes to like coming towards you to make the initial communication, but I feel like they are definitely gonna pace themselves. They're gonna take the time, I feel, because they know that the longer you two build this up, you'll have a sturdier foundation than if you rushed it, right? And so I feel like that's what this person's seeing, is that they're seeing like, yeah, like that it's okay if it moves slowly because it's worth it, and it's going to be much more stable if you build slowly. And then the Ace of Swords is still at the bottom of the deck, so it's telling me that, yeah, they truly want to have some sort of communication with you. I'm also getting the energy of like, okay, so that the Ace of Swords combined with this Page of Pentacles is sort of giving me the energy of like, they want to talk to you physically, like face-to-face kind of interaction is what I'm feeling. It may start off with just a message online or whatever, but I feel like more than anything they want to have a face-to-face interaction with you. Could even be like over video chat. Like they want to have that feeling of like being in person with you. So if like distance is an issue, then maybe a video chat, but it feels like, if possible, they want to have an in-person, physical, face-to-face conversation with you. And yeah, because like maybe they're not super good with like texting or messaging in some way, and they much rather see your facial expressions and your body language, and well, they also think you're hot, so they probably would just love to be around you physically. But I'm not really necessarily getting that this person is all lust, because it definitely doesn't feel that way to me. Like, it doesn't feel like they're just lusting after you and that's it, because like they're overthinking and they have feelings, and they, you know, there's a lot going on under the surface here. But I think attraction is definitely part of it. It's just not the entirety of it, you know? Because I don't feel like they're coming towards you with like lusty intentions or anything like that. It feels very much genuine. Okay, so let's start clarifying that Three of Pentacles now. Please and thank you, Spirit. Please and thank you. What can you tell me about that Three of Pentacles? Please and thank you, Spirit. This is interesting. Okay, so we got the Six of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, clarifying that Three of Pentacles. Oh. The Sun card at the bottom of the deck. Okay, I like that. Yeah, I'm honestly getting, because they clearly, you make this person extremely happy, probably the happiest they have ever felt in their life. Like, that's kind of the energy that I'm getting. Whether that's true or not, like, it feels like, oh my gosh, this is the best feeling ever, and I want this to never stop and never end, kind of energy. Like, this person's really into you. And so I'm seeing with this Three of Pentacles, clarified by this Six of Wands and the Two of Pentacles, it's almost like telling me they clearly want to build with you. They want to build a stable foundation, and this kind of goes back to that Page of Pentacles, where it's like they want to take the time to build up with you into something. But they see how wonderful and bright you are. You're shining in this world. You may get a lot of attention from other people, you know, either within your career or maybe in terms of dating. It feels like so many people are in awe of you, and you have like this radiance about you that is very captivating. And so it's like, I almost get like a feeling of insecurity creeping back in, especially because of the Two of Pentacles here. It's almost like they're trying to say, like compared to you, they feel lesser than, you know? And so it's almost like they're having a hard time of picturing themselves in your life or with somebody like you, because it almost, yeah, it feels like they're kind of downing themselves to a degree. It's like, you are gold and I am mud. Like, it's like dude, like, don't put yourself down like that. Not that mud is a bad thing. I love mud. It's part of life, right? It's part of nature. Anyways, it's neither here nor there. I don't know why I go on these tangents, but anyways, yeah, I feel like that Two of Pentacles is telling me that, like, they're comparing themselves to you and they see how beautiful and bright you are. It's like, the thing is, I wish that people would realize, and you know, everybody does this, I think, at one point in their life or another, but it's like, it really breaks my heart that people think that they don't stand a chance with somebody unless they're like identical in every way. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, and not to mention a lot of those things that they want to be on the same level with you. Like, it's like, some of those things are not even based in reality. Like, somebody can look at somebody and think, oh, they're high maintenance because they wear makeup every day or something like that. You know, like, it's like little things like that, that is like, that psych themselves out because they're like, okay, I can't maintain their standards because, I don't know. Like, they're making up a whole story thing to be like, I have to fulfill these standards or else I'm not worthy of this person. But like, it's like, yeah, it's like kind of sad because it's like, you don't have to match somebody in every single way, you know? If somebody's successful, that doesn't mean that you have to also be equally as successful. You can just do whatever you're doing as long as you're stable in general. Like, you know, it's not that big of a deal. Like, and you know, it definitely is based off of like those past experiences of, you know, people telling you that that's what's necessary, right? In terms of a relationship or whatever. But, girl, come on, go, shoot. Something's flying around me. I don't think it's a mosquito, but it just wants to land on my skin real bad. Come on, buddy. I don't want you on me. I don't know who you are. Okay. Oh, where was I going with this? Yeah, so pretty much my point is, like, you know, you don't have to match somebody on every single level, in every single aspect, you know, because what matters the most is the connection, right? Like, if the two of you have feelings and the two of you genuinely want to work together to build something, or, you know, you're both coming at it with genuine intentions and the feelings are real, and, you know, there's the practical aspects to back it up, like actions, right? That's truly like what matters at the end of the day. Like, I think that as humans, we let our ego decide so much, and sometimes, you know, it's not true. You know, we think that, you know, if we see somebody that's wearing a lot of makeup, we're like, oh, well, then that means that they're spending at least $100 per month on makeup, and how would I sustain $100 per month that I would have to pay for this person to get their makeup or whatever? You know, it's like little things like that, you know? It's just like building that kind of storyline, and it's not like based in reality, because like, you may think by looking at somebody with a face full of makeup, like, oh yeah, that's all expensive makeup, blah, blah, blah. And so that person's gonna expect me to pay for their makeup and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you don't know any of that, right? That's all based off of assumptions that you have made around people that wear makeup, you know? And so it's like, the reality of it is maybe that person doesn't even buy expensive makeup in the first place. Maybe this person prefers paying for their makeup on their own, so you don't have to sustain that. And, you know, there's so much more underneath the surface, you know? And so, honestly, that's kind of the theme of this reading to me, is like underneath the surface. Because like, we can make so many different types of assumptions based off of what something looks like rather than what something actually is. And so it's like, and it's so easy too when we're like developing feelings for somebody, and we don't know a lot about them. We don't know a lot about them as a person. So yeah, we may like gather like, okay, this person, takes pride in their appearance, therefore they're high maintenance, or this person is very attractive, so that means they're mean and judgmental, So there's like a bunch of like sort of storylines that we sort of create that also lead to us self-sabotaging, because we're like, if I'm not capable of, pretty much paying for this person's whatever, every day or every month or whatever, then I'm not worthy of that person. And it's like, but what if that's not what they want? What if that person doesn't want you to pay for anything? What if this person just genuinely wants to spend time with you and have somebody that genuinely likes them? Like, it's like we really psych ourselves out, and we get our ego involved to the point of like just creating these narratives that are not truly true or based in reality. And yeah, then it causes obstacles for us, because we are building all these rules for ourselves, and we're like, okay, if I can't fulfill all of these things that I have put in my mind that are necessary, even though they're not, then I'm not even gonna bother. I'm not even gonna try, because it's like, what's the point? And so it's like, it feels very much like this person does have some insecurities, and they need to learn the value within themselves that they have inherently as a human being. All human beings are deserving of love, of respect, of dignity, like all of these types of things, of appreciation as well. Like, there's so many different things that our society kind of trains us to think are only for certain people. But the reality is, if you're breathing, if you're human, you're worthy of these things, And so this person has to find their value that is inherent, that is just within them, that is there no matter what, And I feel like they need to realize their own value, because they're almost valuing you too much, and they're kind of putting you on a pedestal to be real, to be real. And I've mentioned this before, but putting somebody on a pedestal is not helping anyone, And also, when you put somebody on a pedestal, it's a long way to drop, It's very easy to fall off that pedestal, like, like maybe you think somebody's like absolutely perfect in every way, and then they fart in front of you or burp in front of you, and you're just like, okay, that illusion has been ruined. They're no longer that perfect ideal of a person, they're just a human, like those aspects come out. And so it's like, putting on somebody on a pedestal just doesn't make any sense, because they can't stay there forever, right? If you get to know them, you're gonna see their flaws, you're gonna see how they're just a human, like that they make mistakes, that they say stupid things sometimes, or like just like little details and stuff like that. And so it's like, I don't know where I was going with this. But yeah, putting people on a pedestal is like, if you notice that you're putting somebody on a pedestal, I think it's very important to just remind yourself that that is a human being, and no human being is perfect, and no human being is without flaws, Yeah, we all have our insecurities. We all have those parts of ourselves that we're not proud of. We all have past that we're not proud of. We all have moments that we're not proud of. And so it's like, we all come with baggage, no matter what. Like, we all come with past trauma, no matter what. We all come with these parts of ourselves that make us imperfect and, not without flaws. Like, so it's like, putting somebody in that role is just impossible to maintain, and not true, not based in reality. Yeah. And that's a lot to fulfill. That's a lot of pressure to put on somebody as well, believing that they're perfect in every way, because it's like, how do you maintain that image, So, yeah, I feel like they're kind of like not helping themselves here. Also, you may make just everybody happy. Like, you probably have like very much of a light to you. And maybe that's also what's adding to this person's insecurities a little bit, is like, you're such a bright light in the world, you make such a difference, you make everybody happy who comes into contact with you. Maybe you make people laugh that come into contact with you. Like, you have this levity about you, this joyousness that I feel like, you know, kind of makes this person feel like, well, I'm not that kind of person, so what would they see in me? And it's like, bro, you can be your own person. You don't have to be the exact copy of this person in order to deserve them or deserve a relationship with them, you know? And I feel like, yeah, again, that's kind of like playing another part. It's like this person really truly idolizes you. Okay, let me see what else for that Three of Pentacles. Please and thank you, Spirit. What else can you tell me about this? Please and thank you. Alrighty. Okay, so the first one I saw that popped out is the King of Cups, which is double confirmation for the King of Cups. I think this whole reading is about this person. Buggy, I don't. What do you want? Do you think I'm food? I'm pretty sure you probably eat plants, so I'm definitely not food. Anyways. Yeah, I think this is all about this King of Cups. And so, like, that following this, like this time of like feeling inadequate, like incomparable to you, I think that they're starting to learn what makes them valuable. They're starting to learn their own power. And the fact that they are worthy of these things. They're powerful in their own right. They have their own special characteristics about themselves. So it feels like, yeah, they are working on that for sure. They're working through those feelings of inadequacy and judging themselves based off of you and where you're at and what you have going on, rather than just judging themselves like based off of maybe past experiences with themselves, like, oh, I've come a long way since I did X, Y, and Z, you know, or I've come a long way since, you know, whatever it is, like, yeah, it feels, oh my gosh, these birds are so cute, oh my god, I don't even know what these ones are, but they're so freaking adorable. Oh my god, they don't even look real, it's just like they're going dee, dee, dee. Okay, anyways, stay focused, B. Yeah, so I feel like that card coming out right there feels like they're coming into their power. And it's not even that they are finally becoming powerful, that's the power that they've always had. I feel like now they're finally believing in that. They're finally feeling like that. And then the Moon card and the Page of Wands come out. Yeah, so again, the theme of under the surface is happening again. This is so interesting. So it feels like, again, this is work that has been taking place behind the scenes, behind closed doors. It's very much not being seen by you right now. And, you know, their fears, their insecurities probably creep in from time to time as well. But there's like that path that they need to go down, and they feel like it's necessary. Like it's part of their life path to just work through those fears. Those insecurities, those things that are holding them back. Because yeah, you're part of their path in life. You're part of their purpose, really, is what they feel. And then the Page of Wands is a very optimistic energy. Again, the pages, so honestly, yeah. Okay, I think that this is a new romantic interest for you. Because like this person is very powerful in their own right, but they keep showing up as pages. And so I think that's really, truly just indicating that the connection that you two have hasn't been built up to anything yet. It may just be in its baby stages, you know, like it's very much in its, yeah, it just needs time to mature, this connection between the two of you. Yeah, so I feel like you two probably don't know each other super well, based off of what I'm getting from this. But there is definitely a desire to learn more. There's a desire to explore this. And they're feeling optimistic about it. They're feeling good about it. And maybe this is coming after that time of insecurity. And when they come to finally talk to you, when they come to try and, you know, to get the ball rolling here, I feel like they may show up as an optimistic type of energy. Maybe slightly reserved. I feel like that's probably what it's indicating more than anything. Because it's like they have this power within them. But I feel like they're almost showing up in maybe a little bit of a shy or coy kind of energy, even though they have this power within them. And so that could either be indicating that they're a little insecure, or they don't want to be too rough and too, you know, full steam ahead because they don't want to intimidate you, or they don't want it to come across in a negative way, and so they're trying to kind of be, yeah, honestly, kind of like in a childlike energy. So maybe you bring out this person's inner child. It feels youthful, it feels optimistic, and like this person can see how this could be such a beautiful connection, but it just needs to be built up into something. Yeah. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Cups. So, okay. So I'm getting that this one could be really indicating that, again, there's like this feeling of wanting to be united in person, like even if it's just like hanging out. You know, maybe, yeah, it feels like it could very much, this connection could start out as friends. Maybe it starts out with you guys just having conversations every once in a while, and maybe you guys hang out and like watch shows or movies together. And, you know, maybe it's like not even, maybe it doesn't even start with romantic tension, but like the more you two get to know each other, the more you learn about like the likes and dislikes that you have in common, the things that, you know, you can vibe about, like, yeah, it's very much giving me like hanging out, watching, I don't know, Hulu or something, and you're just like enjoying your time together. Maybe you're also chatting the whole time, you know, maybe it's like one of those hangout sessions where you're playing something in the background and you're just talking to your friend the whole time. It feels very much like this is what this person wants, to hang out with you in person, to be united with you in person, but like not in a super serious way, or like, even though I feel like this person does have serious feelings for you and does see a future with you, they're willing to take those little steps. They're willing to take baby steps. They're willing to take their time to build this into something that's actually worth having. And so they're willing to be in the friendship phase before it gets serious, it feels. They're willing to pace themselves, which honestly, I think that's probably a green flag, because like you don't want somebody that's just gonna be rushing you to commit to them, rushing you to, you know, do things that you're not comfortable with off the bat, or, you know, rushing you to do things. Yeah, like you don't want to be rushed. You don't want to feel like, you know, it's either right now or never, kind of feeling like, no, that's not right. That doesn't feel good. This is somebody that feels, honestly, this person is probably very patient. Yeah. That's honestly the feeling I'm getting more than anything, is like this person is very patient, and they know that the good things take time. The things that are actually worth it in life, they take time to develop. They take time to build up that stable foundation. Yeah. Well, that's really beautiful. So this is all that they're thinking right now. I do believe that there will be some action in the, in the physical 3D. And I don't mean that in a schmexy way. I feel like that's mostly in a way of communication, trying to get in contact with you, maybe even trying to hang out with you, trying to like, set up a hangout session or whatever, just like something like pretty chill. It doesn't feel like it's like super intense or anything. They're definitely not going to pressure you into anything that you're not willing to do, like you're not feeling or whatever. Like it feels very much like this person wants to take their time with you because they see like the future that this, like the potential that this future could be between the two of you, and they really like that. And I feel like also just remind yourself that you are this powerful empress. And so it's like, maybe you even have to remind yourself that, because of how wonderful you are, some people are going to be intimidated by that. And so it may take people a little bit longer. So maybe even if you have like feelings for this person, or, you're kind of hoping that this person comes towards you, the fact that you have this power behind you, that you have this brilliance behind you, it's intimidating. So it might just take this person a little bit longer than you would like before they come forward. But I feel like it's worth it because of the energy that they're showing up with, which is, I've worked out my insecurities and I'm hopeful, but I'm not going to rush anything. I'm going to take my time. And honestly, that feels very healthy to me. And also they see you as the Empress as well. So it's like, no matter how you feel about yourself, you are this person in their eyes, You're strong, you're beautiful, you're radiant, you're intuitive. Yeah. I feel almost like an energy of a flame, You're just like bright and brilliant and just, I think it gets this person in the feels, because you're just so beautiful, radiant. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. Yeah. It very much feels like this whole reading was really telling us like what's going on under the surface. That's really cool. Yeah, so this is what this person is thinking, and I think you can anticipate some action as well, because this person seems like they're building that up right now. Yeah, so I really hope that you like this. If it resonated at all, feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you subscribe, you can become a part of the Hive Collective, because my name is Bee. Bees live in hives, and you can become an honorary bee like me, and we could be a little bee family together. Yeah, so if you like my videos and you'd like to see more, be sure to click that bell icon down below so that YouTube actually notifies you. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.